Alright guys, diecastmania here with another video, and today we're going to be doing a model review of a relatively hard to find model. This is the 1/50th scale Hitachi ZX170W wheeled excavator. This model is usually labeled as a Shinsei or Replicars piece, although I do believe it is a later Shinsei model. So anyway, on with the review. This model was originally launched in 2008 alongside the ZW220 wheel loader and the Zaxxas 350 LCK demolition excavator. Now those three together were the basically first of a new generation of Hitachi scale models that were consistently in 1/50th scale rather than say 1/40th scale that they had been using for many years. So anyway, this is relatively hard to find. There weren't a lot of these made available to collectors, especially in the US. Now this model comes with an option. Instead of the outriggers at the back, you can unscrew those and put this bar in its place to plate with the bar on the top. I believe this is more of a European style option, but anyway, it's there if you wanted to. Now anyway, on with the review. This is a decent model. There is a fair bit of plastic used, and you know, some people might not like it for the price that these you generally go for, but the model is quite nice still. Starting with the functionality, obviously it rolls, no steering. The undercarriage is just about entirely plastic. And while we're on the topic of the undercarriage, there is a blade which has a kind of funny cast to it, but it raises and lowers via hydraulic cylinders and can go below grade level like that. This blade's generally for backfilling. The outriggers in the back aren't on hydraulic cylinders, but they are stiff enough, and the plastic is kind of flimsy, so the whole thing kind of moves, and the pads do kind of pivot on their own, and you know, you can lift the machine off the ground. You just might want to be a little bit careful with the plastic. Now the upper body rotates freely, although it is a little bit stiff. You can see the boom movements are decent. You can reach all the way out like that. Can bring it in for transport. This is as far high as it can go, almost vertical basically. The bucket curls out nice and far, curls into a decent extent. Stick curls out that far, stick curls in. You know, decent range of movement, and this is the max dig depth, which is pretty nice. Now, as far as details go, this model isn't super detailed, but it is decently done. As you can see, as with most of the early Hitachi models, or earlier models, none of the rivets are painted, and it has the funny chrome-colored dog bone linkage. So anyway, the body is all plastic. It's the same piece as the cab. The cab is decently detailed with a black window trim, the silver accent right there, plastic handrail, the visor, general casted in details, tinted glass with the seat, joysticks, and the steering wheel inside. These decals are supposed to represent the lights and turn indicators. They look alright, although they're adhesive. Like I said, the body is plastic. You can see the Hitachi and the ZX170W decals. Those are actually adhesive, but they do look quite nice. You have the vents and the body lines in quite nicely. Looks quite crisp. On the back we can see the Hitachi counterweight with the pad printed logo here. Quite nice with the general shaping of it in general. Oops. The inset brake and turn indicator lights, they're translucent red. Up on top we have the bold detailing, the filling caps, the engine cover. This is the backup camera, and we can see some molded in vents, and the anti-slip texturing is all done by adhesive decal. As you can see, this is the area that some of the pumps would be housed in. Overall, the model looks quite nice. We have this swinging mirror which does not have a silvered surface. We have the anti-slip texturing here, which is actually casted in or molded in, and we have the steps to go up there. Now this model is decent, not super detailed, good bit of plastic used on it, but it is quite nice anyway. Here it is before we end off the video compared with the Cat M316D. They're just about the same size, although the 170W does sit a little bit higher, as you can see. And to end off the video, here we have the ZX 225, just for comparison. Size reference. So the 170W is a little bit longer in terms of body, obviously, and the 225 sits a little higher, and the boom probably has a little more reach. But anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.